Tonight was Oscars night, and if tonight's game was a movie, I think the Warriors, when Brandin Podziemski comes down with was it 27 seconds left, take
Yeah,
that three-pointer that Steve Kerr said he loved, it would have gone in. The Warriors would have snapped a four-game losing streak, and we would have a very happy locker room. But this is not Hollywood; it's New York City. And the Warriors lost their fifth game in a row,
yeah.
110 to 107. Another, I mean, they compete,
They, they
but
they play hard. They play. That's the biggest thing from this is they play hard. They compete. A lot of effort. I mean, they had three two-way guys and a guy on a 10-day playing tonight, a significant minute. So
a 10-day guy who got in at 1 a.m. from Texas and didn't know the plays, which how
yeah,
could you know the plays
no,
at this point? And yet they lose by three in Madison Square Garden.
yeah,
But just as an aside, it's an old arena.
beautiful arena,
It's beautiful though, and you
beautiful.
you feel the history.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on TV, but the lighting is just fantastic because it's like a little warmer than like the Warrior games, and
Mhm.
like I think LA, the Lakers stadium had that too.
Yes.
But like this was real special. It was really nice,
I,
really
I
nice.
I love how the film guy is like, oh, the lighting.
Yeah, have to, gotta. It feels like a movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, you know.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Ryan Coogler of
Yes,
the Native.
sir.
Um,
Autumn Dural Arakpa too.
yeah. The Warriors got to a 21 point lead the second quarter. They're hitting everything. The Knicks look like they don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Did you
they
think the Warriors are gonna win when they're up 21? Just that's
no,
my okay.
no,
That's it.
no,
That's it.
because
Yeah.
you know that the Knicks are going on a run.
Yeah.
And by going on a run, I think that they got it down to about nine going into
That
halftime.
was huge.
And
So many
then
turnovers.
Karl Anthony Towns finally remembered, oh, I'm 7 feet tall.
Bigger than it. Tell them about the third quarter rebounding battle. That was I didn't know this in the moment, but
15 to 1. One. Malachi Leon, shout out to you. Two-way player, giving him great energy. Really good defender.
I
One
I just
rebound.
don't even know how you can only get one rebound. I guess like they were making, or the Knicks were just making so many shots they couldn't get rebounds, but they were just getting killed on the boards. Cat had like a couple possessions where he just looked like literally 2 feet taller than everybody, so that did them in. Again, the turnovers.
I do remember there was a game where Archbishop Mitty, a high school game, their girls team, McKenna Velishko, it was like 3 or 4 years ago when she was a freshman. They out rebounded Salesian in the NorCal Open Championship, which is a high level, obviously. Salesian grabbed two rebounds that game, I believe.
Jesus,
Two rebounds.
the whole game.
Yes, but
Oh my
that
God.
that's high school
Yeah,
basketball.
that's
It's
high school
not
basketball.
pro basketball. I've never seen anything like that.
No,
But also, you can't really blame the Warriors because
they had one sub 7 footer and then a guy on a 10 Yurtsman on a 10 day, and
yeah,
then
Quinn Post, who I don't think I mean, his ankle looked fine,
he looked
but
good. He actually looked good tonight. He
yeah,
was in his shots. He was battling until he got exhausted. Um, but yeah, I mean the main takeaway is like they're just so depleted, and I know they're playing hard, and
mm,
like Steve's got a lot of things working for them right now, which is important.
yes,
But it's I mean I will say like I was really surprised by the effort tonight. I thought it was going to be a blowout right
I did
away,
too.
and then it was the opposite.
I
The Warriors
mean,
are winning.
Steve keeps talking about we're staying optimistic. The guys believe,
Got to
and
hold down the fort till everyone comes back.
literally everyone's just like, I don't know how many of you guys have watched like Lord of the Rings, but it's kind of like in the Two Towers, where it's like, hey, we're just holding out for the third day.
Yeah.
Look to the light, and that light is going to be Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Kristaps Porzingis coming back.
Which
Uh,
Chris Stapps was only out because they're just doing the back to back.
yes.
They're just managing his health. Same with Melton.
Mhm.
Horford is actually hurt though. That's a calf strain.
And he'll be reevaluated in a week, which doesn't mean he'll be back in a week. And then they'll have to ramp him up. So
I kind of would be surprised if we see him the rest of the season. That's based on no information, just strain the way the Warriors handle old people injuries.
yes,
Like it's I don't. It seems kind of
it wouldn't be shocking if this,
shut him down. Yeah.
but you never know. What do you think of Podziemski's shot with 20, I think it was 27, 26 seconds when he took the shot, and obviously that's not enough time for a 2-for-1. Steve said he loved it. Did you love it?
I wouldn't say I loved it. I think they could have got a better look, especially because with the way he was getting to the rim. Actually, I thought he could have attacked Brunson because I think he had the mismatch. He had the matchup he wanted, but he kind of rushed it. I thought he could have drove on him. Not a great shot. It reminded me of Jordan Poole's shot in that Lakers series back in the day
Mhm.
when they're down like like one, could have got the ball to Steph, but no Steph. So I guess if you're in favor of Podziemski taking that shot, he had it going.
It wasn't the worst shot in the world.
I think
It
they could
wasn't
have
the
got.
best shot.
He could have got a better shot. That's my takeaway.
It
He
was
could have got a better
it
shot.
was like a it was like a 5 out of 10 shot. It was like defensible, but it's also like, could you have
Over
got
the hoop, especially because like the refs were calling everything at that point.
yeah, it was also 26 seconds left. You didn't have to
Yeah,
get you have to go for the three. Steve did say, "Oh, I like that he went for the kill,"
yeah.
but
I mean, the other thing is they still had a chance. Like they're only down three. They did the two for they did the quick two and then got it back. It was still at three, and then they kind of bungled that final possession, like just a straight up turnover. Didn't get a shot off. I think that was also some bad execution.
Mhm.
But I think the point that the Warriors are making after the game is like these are great reps for guys like Pods and Santos and Post and Will Richard. Speaking of Will Richard, yeah,
Yeah, let's
just
talk about that.
Steve lit into him mid game
Yeah,
for a bad turnover. Pods threw like a breakaway
an outlet
pass.
pass
It
and
went over his head and then Will grabbed it and threw it behind him. And
mm,
I think Steve explained it after the game. He thought Will was trying to like be fancy with it,
yes,
but then he kind of realized like he wasn't being fancy with it.
yeah. And for what it's worth, uh, Steve did say it was a bad pass by Pods.
Yeah,
He admitted that, but he also thought that Richard should have just tried to make a jump stop, basically grab the ball
yeah,
and pivoted, not trying to throw the pass.
yeah.
Admittedly, he could have grabbed it and just,
He probably could have grabbed. I think he was running pretty fast though because that pass was real ahead of him.
yeah.
But then Steve also said like he regretted
He regretted it because
yelling at him.
he's like as a coach, you shouldn't lie into your players like that in the moment,
Yeah,
which is for what it's worth consistent with what he said.
yeah,
And Draymond Green and him got into it.
yeah,
Was it December? Late in December, Steve
yeah,
said the same thing about as a
yeah.
coach, you should be in control of your emotions.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I don't think it's just
Yeah,
basketball. Like Will responded pretty well
yeah,
after that. Like he had that dunk on OG and
yeah.
Noe, which was actually like I could
Oh,
not believe he
didn't know
got.
he had that bounce in
Yeah,
him.
he was staring down the bench and everything. So it's just a coaching basketball thing.
I think too. Yeah, it's a coaching basketball thing. You see it 100 times.
Yeah, it's nothing. I don't nothing should be drawn from
Yeah.
this. It was fine.
Just some other quick points, I guess. Quinn Post looked pretty good.
Yeah,
He bobbled that pass at the very end, but Gee said it was a bad pass, and it wasn't a good
yeah,
pass.
yeah.
Again, this team has 9 healthy bodies. They're
The
like
fact they are only
three
yeah,
two-way guys and a player who again didn't even know the playbook,
yeah,
and they're down by three. With 7 seconds left.
yeah.
You can't really ask for anything more than that.
No,
Looking ahead, they play Washington.
yeah.
Melton's going to be back.
KP's
KP's back.
probably just
Probably
probably
Draymond.
Draymond. I think they expect Draymond
Dra-
back for that.
So, I mean, if you're going to snap a streak,
It's got to be against the Wizards who gave up 83 to Bam Adebayo.
yes.
Like I think if you can't snap it there, it's not gonna get snapped for a while because they go Boston, Detroit, Atlanta.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are some hard games. Otherwise, I don't know. I like the Oregon at MSG is
Oh my
great.
goodness.
Love it.
The vibe that brings compared to piping in like whatever pop song or just sound effects in general.
Yeah, just
Just
beautiful.
bring back the organ. Like every team should have
Knicks
that.
jerseys, I like them. Their alternates today were pretty sick. The court was cool. They had the little checkered pattern.
Yeah. Lighting was good.
Yeah, I love the lighting.
And
You could say right now it's one battle after another for the
oh
Warriors.
my goodness. All right. Well, until next time, this has been episode 2 of the JoJo and Kenzo show. One day it'll be courtside, just not this time. We went from the car to the press conference room.
We'll get it courtside eventually.
We will.
It's gonna happen.
And next time we see you, it'll be in Washington, D.C.